Hi Kings and Queens, my name is Natalie. In today's episode, I will show you why we potentially can come back up on Bitcoin to 36,140 or potentially 36,225. What we see right now, this could be a higher low that pushes back up to these Fibonacci levels, and you know what I look for. I do look for the market to bounce to the downside. I am still in my trades on Ethereum and Bitcoin. I do expect the market to pull back up a little bit. I do have my stop loss slightly below the entry, so my trades are safe. Going to Ethereum, it is the same thing. We just might potentially see the market come back down for a higher low to push us back up to 2,705, potentially 2,715. You know what I look for, potentially a reverse to the downside. Don't forget that I am no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue looking at this video and I'll show you and give you a little recap of what I think will happen to Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're looking at Ethereum on the weekly chart. The first thing that we're gonna do, we drag a support trend line just to identify what we are looking at. We will also highlight this support and this demand zone that we do have around 2.5k. We did break the support trend line. We did close below it a couple of days ago, and when we break one level, the market usually get drawn to the next level. In this case, this could be 2.5k. From these levels, you just might see the market having a huge bounce to the upside again, or you can see the market continue to be bearish. But before the market shows us what direction we are going to from these levels, we need to see the market come back down to, and then on the lower time frames, we will see what direction Ethereum will take. So let's go into the lower time frames now, and the market haven't done anything special since the last video that I did give you yesterday, but we are still using the Fibonacci levels at 2,705 and 2,714. Take it from the last high to the last low, and on the lower time frames we can see that we are on our way up to these levels. So what we're gonna do is that we're just gonna drag a trend line looking something like this. So as long as we are above the trend line, guys, you know exactly what to do. We just might come back down for another higher low, and then market comes up to the Fibonacci levels. And based on that, it is Saturday, the market is not moving that much, and we have Sunday tomorrow, so I wouldn't be surprised if we slowly instead move up to these levels. And on Monday you just might see a little push more to the upside. We just might also come back up and retest the support trend line that we did break. But these are the first levels that I'm looking at because it is the closest Fibonacci that we can expect the market to reverse back down from. So with a little bit more patience, it is the weekend, so the market is not doing anything special, and we all know that by now. So on Ethereum, just waiting for the market to pull back up for then potentially create the lower high that we are expecting, and the market gives us a W formation. And usually what happens if you backtest this, the market usually give you a drop after the W formation. And if this Fibonacci level is valid, I'm looking at 2,650 as target 1. Target 2, I'm looking at 2,606, and target 3 at 2,570. We could obviously, and yeah, and this is slightly above the support that I was speaking about on the TikTok video. So I definitely think that we will have a bigger drop, but that is why it's really good now, because the first level that we do expect the market to come to, this is where we will look if the market actually starts to reverse back down. So we're just waiting for the market to give us the confirmations before we do any decision. If we go to Bitcoin, going down to the lower time frames, what I did was, because I saw the market go back up, and I was also using another Fibonacci from 36,203 to the low at 35,724. I saw the market came up to these levels. We saw the market breaking the support trend line, and then what I did, we can take this one away. So then what I did was that I took a Fibonacci from the high that we do have at 36,124 to the low at 35,820, and we saw the market break the level. We came back up and retested the Fibonacci levels at 36,025 and 35,990 precisely. And now the market is actually going down. I did not take this trade because I am already in a couple of trades. So, you know, it is the weekend. I told you I don't trade it weekends, but, you know, I still analyze the chart, and I do believe and I think it's really fun to see that the market is actually coming to the levels where I do expect it to come to and then reverse back down. But on this trade, even though if I'm not taking it, but it's also good for back testing, but target 1 is 35,795, target 2 is 35,657, and target 3 is 35,540. So I do believe, I mean, we could definitely have a drop from here, from these levels. But if we would start to see more movement to the upside, let's say if these levels are not valid and we start to see more momentum, but I do believe that we will at least fill this week back down to 35,815. But if we start to see more of a movement to the upside, we're dragging the Fibonacci just as we had on Ethereum from 36,512 and 35,770. We almost came back up to that level actually today, but we just might see another push. This could actually be a higher low that we see, and you see the market also on this Fibonacci. Target 1 is just combined with the 50% where we do expect the market to drop potentially if we start to see more momentum to the upside. Obviously, we are still creating high highs and higher lows, because you can see right here, let's just zoom it out a little bit. We can do this. So if we are breaking the support trend line here, even though if we did retest the Fibonacci level that I did show you, we just might see the market continue to drop. But I just want to show you what could potentially happen. If this is the higher low, that could take us back up to these levels, and then you see the reverse back down. But so if we would see the push to the Fibonacci levels that I spoke about, target 1 is 35,600, target 2 is 35,210, and target 3 is 34,880. If we don't see the drop right now that we do have on Bitcoin, but the overall picture that we can see, the same thing here. We can definitely come back down and retest, at least where I do believe first target that we can come to is 34,370, because we did close, as I told you yesterday, we did close below the key level 36,370. If we go to BYBIT, I am still in my sell positions that I do have on Bitcoin and on Ethereum. I am in profit. I moved my stop loss to entry, so this is a risk-free trade. I do expect the market to pull back up a little bit, so I haven't moved my stop loss. I just have it slightly below my entry in case we see the market push up a little bit more and then see the reverse, because as I told you about the key level, 34,370 is my target. On Ethereum, I do have my target at 2,600. The same thing here. I do expect the market to pull back up a little bit, just as we spoke about. So we can just try to drag a fib from high to low. And you can already see that we did retest this level at 2,704, but we just might see the pullback up to that level again, or 2,714. I'm just holding my positions during the weekend, and we just have to wait and see what's going to happen. But it is very slow at the moment. And don't forget that you can also receive the bonus on BYBIT up to $4,050 by using the link in the description down below the video, or somewhere here in the corner. You are supporting me, you are supporting Bitcoinsensus by doing that. If you're new to the channel, very, very welcome. You can also go into Bitcoinsensus.com, and on this website we do have daily updates about cryptocurrencies. This website is super good for everyone, but especially beginners also, because you can go in here and you can read guides how to buy Bitcoin, how to trade Bitcoin. You have so much on this website that you can just go in and read. And you can see me and Andy, this is our recent daily updates that we do have from our YouTube videos. So just scroll down here and I can promise you that you will find something really good to read about. Thank you so much guys for looking at this video together with me. My question to you is, what do you think Bitcoin will do next week? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I am live next time. Don't forget to like the video so we can reach out to more people. I hope you'll have a great weekend. We'll see each other tomorrow. Mwah, from Sweden.